Makes sense. Let's speak to the woodcutter. Oh, the scholar actually. Let's go talk to this guy, the scribe. Probably dust off from my fight too. It's better. Do you know
I need some
Pavlena?
help. I'm looking for Pavlena, a girl from Zhelyov.
He's like, yeah, she's
She
my
comes here
basement.
to Troskovitz selling baskets and ointments, and she didn't come back from her last rounds. Do you know anything about her?
Well, I know the girl you mean. I've seen her with that woodcutter lad. Roman, I think. Try asking Dushko. He knows all the woodcutters. He lives along the way from the rat house to the butcher's.
How's it going, scribe? I'm not
What do you
gonna
have?
ask him that. That seems very weird. Law books? I don't really care about that. Skill book on polearm combat. That's pretty good. Speech, agility. Let's grab speech. Polearm combat. Vitality.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Subtle gun show. Relax. 245.
Is this enough?
You won't convince...
Fuck, crack the shits, mate. Bro, I bought 4 books for like 280. I'm pretty happy with that.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Yeah, let's meet up in the town square. Sketch common longsword. Trading with the scribe as well. Hey yo. Oh. Yeah, why am I fighting with people all the time? Crazy.
What do you think you're doing?
Stealing your things. Can now craft a common longsword. Cool. Hello, Agnes.
I apologize.
Why? Yeah, this guy's got a cool glaive. What a champ. I don't want to talk to you. Alright, give me 2 secs, guys. I'll be back. My dog's barking.
Show me your wares.
Maybe next time then.
Thank you, muted mic. Thank you. Fuck yes, you're all over it. What I was saying, and like, if we're talking about ridiculous hats, you see some of the blokes in Dynasty
Lord
Warriors.
be with you.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herbwoman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. Pavlena still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments and whatnot.
Ointments.
I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her.
Muted mic.
When she left, she was heading here.
He only provides death
If I was
threats.
I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Jezek the cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Jezek's a drunken sot.
Alright.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Božena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young
Oh,
lass
did you
at the
meet me?
time.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for her. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then
Child
Božena,
came out the
she
wrong
left.
colour.
Just like that?
Well,
Stillborn.
to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Wife died.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
Alright. I don't need to know more about these guys.
I'd like to ask, what's
Tell
this
me about
Jezek like?
Jezebel.
And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and
Oh,
no sensible girl
talking
around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Jezek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And do you think this Jezek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise
She's
his
gonna
hand
be on
to a
some sort of
woman.
like St. Andrew's
And even if
cross.
he
He's
did,
like bound to
Pavlena
something.
would
One of
probably
these
give
blokes'
him a
houses.
hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
Check Jezek's alibi. Alright. End day log. Yoshi, stop licking me. I didn't ask for this. The dog's a pest.
Aye, coming right up.
Absolute pest. No. Who's this Wojciech bloke? That's where he was last time. I'm gonna try to find him again. Let's turn off a quest. Let's get rid of this one and let's put invaders back on. There we go. It's true. Not yet. Anyway. Let's go around. Hello, who are you?
The Lord be with you.
Just
It
a
happens.
housemaid. I don't care about that.
Keep going next time.
Hey, man, we're getting perk points just for doing everything. What do we got here? Oh. Run faster? Gone over. Hey Jarvis, Cass. You rats out to me all the time anyway. When sprinting you consume stamina 20% slower, or I run 20% faster. I think running faster might be the go. In case I need to run away from anyone. Speech. When selling, no, I don't care about that one. You can sell and buy weapons, armors, and clothing at a 10% better price. It's not horrible. It'd be easy for you to sell stolen goods if you see and don't. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, it has to be that. You get a bonus of +2 to skill checks. Oh, is this D&D? Huge. Did I miss anything else? Nope. Where's my little dice rolling on the screen? Heinrich. What do you got to
Scott, was willst du?
Huh?
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
She's correct.
Lena?
Basket, yeah.
Lena? I might have heard that name. I don't know. I never met her. Try asking somewhere else. Miss Bite.
Why was it so suspicious? What's in your house? Weird. Girder, who's this bloke? Hired hand, housemaid. Alright. Yeet. Hey, there you are. Hello.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
About those cumans.
Is it done?
Aye.
He's done.
They shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Are you sure?
They weren't so tough after all.
Good to hear. Those monsters deserve no mercy. At
Exactly.
least there's one less thing to worry about. Here's some coin for your trouble. I'm glad I can count on you.
Bet you it was like 5 groschen to kill 4
See you
people.
later.
5 people. There's really 5 coins per life I took. That is absolutely terrible. The economy on that is not good. So we got Jeshek, Jakesh, woodcutters. Alright, let's go this way. Cheap hire, yeah, no shit. It's actually wild. Is this you, brother? Jeez, I'm fucking zooming now.
Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah. True. Total source of the draconic subclass. Interesting. That sounds fun. Is this bloke okay, by the way? I'm concerned he's gonna... all the wood's gone. Fucking hell. Now that he has no weapon on him.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
Big
What's it
AC.
to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No. I haven't seen her lately. And I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye. I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm
Yoshi
on Pavlena,
relax.
even though she didn't want
Grumpy
me.
ass.
But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's.
I have to go to the butcher's anyway. I'm just gonna check around your house anyway, because you seem seedy as. You okay if I go inside your house? Alright, oh, I can't.
What?
It's a lockpick immediately. Alright, you didn't like that. Let's go talk to this bloke. Whoop. Could get that strength bonus from picking. So, content wise as well, I'm not sure if any of you guys, has anyone played Solasta? Or Solasta? I got Solasta. I loved the first one too, even when it was like a bit of a buggy mess to start off with. But in saying that, later this month on the Steam Next Fest, the Solasta 2 is getting a demo. So they're running it back too. I'm expecting number 2 to be low-key fire. So we'll more than likely give that a crack on stream as well. Very good. Can't remember someone who loved Baldur's Gate, so like... Yeah, nice. Play horse? Horse. Yeah, looks good. Solasta is a... how to explain it? Tactical RPG, top down, based upon D&D, yeah, D&D 5e. Yep, pretty much playing, yeah.
Fully granted you mercy.
Can I ask what happened between you and that midwife?
Mine's
Bojana?
explaining pretty good.
I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment. Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your
I agree
son?
with that.
My wife,
Baldur's Gate's
Ludmilla,
very
gave birth to 3 daughters.
refined.
Quick and easy every time. The village
Most?
women often scream
I played
all
on
day
PC,
and
is it on
night
Xbox?
before they bring their
Console?
babies
Maybe.
into the world. Not my Ludmilla.
That's what I
When
was
she
talking
had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into
Yes,
the
that's
world,
yeah, it's also on console
know,
as well.
I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only
Unclean woman.
this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a god-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!"
Fair.
I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off. It was a boy. Like I
Hung
said,
like a
only
horse.
Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhena's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
Delusional, brother. Delusional.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him.
She didn't.
Make sure he gets to heaven.
Send him
And
to
you know
Odin
what
instead.
Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhena was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have
That's it.
done more to her, so she'd know how I
Skinned her
felt.
alive. Do you want to get revenge on her?
Listen, Bozhena's daughter has gone missing. And I get the feeling from what you're saying that you're not exactly unhappy about it. So I'll ask you straight up. Do you know anything about it?
This doesn't.
Do you want to hurt Pavlena to pay Bozhena back for the death of your son?
I understand why you might think that, but I would never do anything like that. Don't tell nobody, but since Ludmilla died, I go weak at the knees if I only see blood.
Ooh,
It's
like
like I'm standing next to her bed, again, like that time. I never want to see a corpse again in my life. Besides, if I wanted to get my own back on Bozhena, I'd never take it out on her daughter. The girl's not to blame for anything. She was only little when it happened. I curse that old hag often enough. When I've had a drink or two, I wish the worst on her, so she'd know how I feel. But as God is my witness, I'd never stoop to murder on account
Yeah,
of
Henry's
it.
pretty like he just fucking talks about
Who are you praying for?
anything.
For my son,
Some deep,
Yaroslav.
deep
How
chats
come he's
here.
buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't
I
be
feel like I just got this
buried
whole
in the
story. Why can't I
cemetery.
ask this again?
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
I
don't
care
have
about
a-
the rest of this.
Take care, friend.
It's enough of that conversation. Nyong. Zooming. Woodcutter. Dushko.
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
Sending it.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere,
He's
so
just
you can help me
rambling around
look
the
for him.
field.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Could sell it.
Well, I don't think either that Pavlena would just run off and leave her mother alone.
You never know with women. And what's more... No, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Best to go and look in Roman's house. He wouldn't just leave empty-handed, right?
What do you mean?
Wait, though. What was it you were going to say about Pavlena? What did Roman tell you? Why would he want to move away with
She's
Pavlena
pregnant,
now?
isn't she?
No, I shouldn't have said anything.
She's got
I
opinions.
promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
Look at me. You can trust me.
You can
I
look
won't
at
breathe
me.
a word
I'm in
to
full suit
anyone.
of armor.
All right. Pavlena is expecting a child. It's Roman's bastard.
Really? And who else knows about it?
Roman says he told only me. But who Pavlena might have told, I couldn't say. I don't reckon she's got many friends, though.
Detective Henry.
Now I see why they wanted to leave together.
Aye, that's just what I was thinking. We really should check out Roman's house. Then we'd know for sure.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined. Whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
All good, man. Appreciate you coming in.
Oh,
I
that's
hope
just
to see
great.
you next time. Enjoy.
All right.
KCD.
I'll go and have a look.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I can get in that way. I'm not an idiot. The old ladder, eh? I mean,
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favourite spots.
Woo! First thing ever been able to unlock. I don't want any of this stuff. It's okay. What's in here? Just fucking dynamite or something. Woohoo! Success! This is a peasant's house. Alrighty. Let's go find this Dushko bloke.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favourite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
Couldn't tell me
There's
that
a
before.
ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell, my friend.
I feel like you know more than you're putting on, buddy, but... Oh. Just the old housewife wench. Dog. Where is this, There's supposed to be some butcher of some description around here. What is this? Fuck off.
God bless you.
Butcher, okay. Well, asking you shall receive. That's made. What are you? Hide hand?
What is it you need?
Sorry, brother. I'm just trying to find where. Maybe it's upstairs.
I
Anyway,
apologize.
thank you. No, this is the house. This is so confusing.
What are you barging in here for?
Where do I speak to your husband? Okay, down here. Jesus. Killed Lou yet? Oh no, he's gonna get me to something else.
Good afternoon.
I don't know a Lou.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both in the pillory, didn't you?
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me. Because if you did, I'd cut your thieving hands off on the spot.
What's going on, Ryko? What are you up to?
Well, what about my friend? Have you seen him since?
He must be some friend if he's scarpered without you, eh?
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it? Was he here then?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying
Well,
I
that's always
don't know
good to know.
anything. Just
Like
that
the choice.
it ain't your business, lad. And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. Got that? If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you. He ain't no fool, I reckon.
I'll have a look at
Violence
the
is
where.
good. Violence is good. Sheep guts. Just take 3.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. This is I'm done.
Fuck.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Didn't want to pay that 0.3.